Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Gold and silver in the red. What is going on? We're going to be explaining everything that's happening in the world of precious metals right now that's influencing and affecting the prices, as well as sharing where prices are soon to be headed. So before we start, make sure to smash this like button. Let's see if this video can get 300 likes. We've been killing it with the like goals recently. 300 likes. Let's beat that in today's video, as well as subscribing, because I'm doing a 30,000 subscriber giveaway. We're at 29,300, so only 700 more of you to go until we do a giveaway. It's actually sponsored, hosted by the Silver Forum, but I'm going to be throwing in some silver of my own as well, so you definitely want to stay tuned. You definitely want to be subscribed for a chance to win some free silver. Now, with that said, let's jump into today's video. So, what is going on right now? You see, there's a lot of consolidation. Precious metals are in limbo mode right now. They're in this limbo mode where they're not really going up or down. They're going sideways, which is actually good. That means there's a lot of support around $24.20. So, people were speculating whether or not these prices are going to hold this high, and it's looking like they will. Now, gold set its all-time record high, right? Gold set its all-time record high, and silver heads for a 41-year high. A lot of people don't know this, but silver was $50 from 79 to 80 and in 2011, right? A lot of people don't know about this, but silver has been literally double the price it is today. So yes, prices are high, but there's a lot more room to run. So let's jump into all this, and I think you're gonna enjoy this video, right? And this article is pretty short, so at the end I'm gonna throw some questions at you, and let's talk a little deeper about this, breaking down this article. So, gold surged to a fresh record on Friday, fueled by U.S. dollar weakness and low interest rates, while silver headed for its best month since 1979. So, let me break that down real quick. Fueled by U.S. dollar weakness and low interest rates. As the dollar gets weaker, as the dollar index drops, it's only going to fuel precious metals prices. Now, there's a whole other spectrum of things that's also going to be pushing silver higher, but not gold. And that's because silver is an industrial metal, not just a monetary metal. So spot bullion is up more than 10% this month as U.S. real yields lingered near record lows. While the ferocity of rallies in gold and silver cooled in the middle of the week, most market watchers predict there might be more gains ahead. So people are saying that yes, prices are substantially high, but they're going to go higher. Now, you got to be careful though, because in 2011, when silver was $50, I was reading a lot of articles back then, and people still thought silver would go higher. So people didn't really sell around $50. They didn't sell the top. They missed that opportunity, held on to it, and they missed a perfect selling opportunity. So both metals have added about 30% this year, with gold and silver exchange traded funds, or ETFs, boosting holdings to a record as concern about the fallout from this pandemic fuels demand for havens. The U.S. Federal Reserve this week repeated a vow to use all of its tools to support the U.S. economy, with governments and central banks worldwide already unleashing vast amounts of stimulus to shore up the growth. Government just trying to throw money to keep the economy afloat. It's like trying to put on a financial band-aid on the economy, patting it on the back, saying it's going to be okay, when it's definitely not going to be okay, right? You're trying to put a band-aid on a broken leg, thinking it's going to fix things. It's not going to work. We're too much in debt. Our system is too corrupt. It's like trying to pay off a credit card with another credit card. Trying to pay off debt with more debt, thinking it's going to get you out of debt. It's not how things work, right? Right? There's a thing called hyperinflation. When our money was backed by gold and silver, maybe we had a chance. But when we got rid of the gold standard, when our money was literally backed by nothing of value, of course this was going to happen. So speculation around U.S. President Donald Trump call to delay the election shook the market, saw the yellow metal recover. TD security strategists said in research notes, in addition to the sudden haven type flows, poor economic data across the U.S. and Europe keep the hopes for further stimulus high, the dollar weak, and real interest or real rates on a firm downtrend. So increasing deaths in several U.S. states and partial lockdown in northern England show the pandemic is still wreaking havoc. People were skeptical about a second wave, and the second wave hit harder. And I think people couldn't even fathom the amount of damage and the amount of time that this whole thing would be lasting. So there's a whole nother era, a whole nother spectrum that we have to consider. Because in 2011, the similar, same types of things were happening, and 79 to 80 with recession slash depression, all of that, stock market volatility. But with a global pandemic on our hands, it's only going to make things way more extreme. So if silver hit $50 back then in 79 and then 2011, with time, the circumstances that they had, then there's no reason silver won't hit $50 in today's time or past that, because we also not only have all the things that happened back then, but also a global pandemic only pushing things worse, and a presidential election, which is already going to cause chaos. It's going to cause chaos and controversy, which gold and silver thrive off of. So a lot of potential here, a lot of potential. So the European GDP numbers are also shown an unprecedented slump in the second quarter, yet Chinese manufacturing figures indicate continued upward momentum, with silver getting added support from bets on stronger industrial demand amid concerns over supplies. Low supply, high demand shoots the price up, right? 5G technology, electric vehicles, solar panels, photovoltaic cells, silver nanoparticles, colloidal silver, all is going to be needed more and more and more, but a diminishing supply is also happening. So spot gold rose as high as $1,983 an ounce on Friday, a fresh record, the highest it's ever been, and was trading up 0.7% at $1,970 in New York. December COMEX gold futures hit $2,005 before pairing gains to settle 1% higher at $1,985 an ounce, as the US dollar edged out of a 5-day slump. The greenback is still weak amid concerns its status as the world's reserve currency of choice is at risk. Spot silver advanced 2.9% to $24.18 an ounce after a 3-day pause in its rally. So we remain bullish with gold and silver, and would not be surprised to see a speculative bull run on silver, said Frederick Penatuzzi, managing director of MKS in Dubai. Gold at $2,000 would put silver at around $30. Now, people have been saying $30, $35 silver by, middle next year, the start of next year. I think it could come quicker than that. I mean, we're only in July. We still have several more months of this year, and if silver exploded this high in just two months, then who's to say that by November, December, it couldn't be there? We saw, who was it? It was Merrill Lynch, the Silver Institute, all predicted, and Goldman Sachs all predicted like $20 to $22 silver earlier this year. That's what they're saying silver would be by the end of the year. Now they've both adjusted that price forecast from $22 to $35. So people are extremely bullish on silver in the coming months, not a year from now. It's looking like things are moving at a faster pace than expected, which is good and bad. It's bad for people that really don't have that much silver right now, because you're almost you're running out of time to stack and accumulate silver. But it's good for the people that are looking to buy, looking to sell at least. So gold traders on Thursday declared their intent to deliver 3.3 million ounces against the August COMEX contract, the largest daily delivery notice in Bourse data going back to 1994. So with more stimulus on the horizon, Goldman Sachs Group has said gold a currency of last resort amid inflation threat to the US dollar. The bank forecasts a rally to $2,300. Bank of America Corp on Friday reiterated that prices could soar as high as $3,000, while JP Morgan Chase sees the rally losing steam later this year. So you can see people are on both sides of the fence. Some are saying this is too good to be true, it's not going to last too long. Others are saying it's going to go much higher. So central bank rate easing and U.S. bonds yield gravitating towards zero are solid underpinnings for gold, as is the potential for increased U.S. stock market volatility approaching the presidential election. That's also what I've been talking about for a while. I've been talking about this before this pandemic, last year, beginning of last year. I was talking about the 2020 presidential election happening next year and how much that's going to affect silver and gold prices. And, because this is before we even knew a global pandemic would be on our hands. This could be the cherry on top, right? August could be the cherry on top. October could be this cherry on top to really push things a notch higher, a level up than they are now. Because yes, things are crazy right now, but imagine how much crazier they're going to get once that starts to really, be put right in front of our faces. I remember 4 years ago how much chaos and controversy that caused, and it's only probably going to be much worse now with everything going on. So yes, that could be the cherry on top. That could be the icing on the cake. But just remember to not get too much into the drama. Try to step outside of things. I know there's a lot going on and it's all very interesting, but you don't want to get caught up into the speculative assumption / emotional side of things, because that's not the right way to invest. You want to think rational. You want to be making, rational decisions, not impulsive decisions, and that's going to be the key to your success in investing. Not even just in precious metals or anything. So I'm just curious where you guys think prices are headed. Do you think that we're going to be seeing higher gold and silver prices, or do you think there's going to be a pullback coming since gold is at record highs? Do you think people are going to say, okay, let's pump the brakes a little bit, kind of like J.P. Morgan was saying, or do you think people like Bank of America and Goldman Sachs and all these people saying $35 silver by the end of the year, do you think they're on they have the right, mind state? It's really up to you. We don't have a crystal ball, but given the circumstances, I definitely think that silver it has an extreme potential that a lot of people are underlooking. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. The link to this article will be in the description if you want to check it out yourself. Make sure to smash the like button. Let's see if this video can get 300 likes. I know we can get that. Make sure you're subscribed. We are approaching 30,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.